Hello, Prep 1. We will start lesson 2 and unit 1 is the chemical compound. We know that compound is composed of two or more different atoms, like CO2, carbon dioxide, like NO2, nitrogen oxide. Okay, this is called compound. But when two similar atoms or more similar atoms combine to each other, they will form molecule. Our lesson today about the chemical compounds. We know in the first lesson that metals tend to lose electron in the chemical reaction and change into positive ion. And the non-metals tend to gain electrons in their chemical reaction or during the chemical reaction and change into negative ion. So the number of electrons which is gained or lost or shared in the covalent bond by an atom during the chemical reaction is called valency. It's called valency. So what is the meaning of valency? Excellent. It's the number of electrons gained or lost or even shared during the chemical reaction. Like what? Like H2O molecule or H2O compound, carbon dioxide, all of these are compounds. These compounds consist of different atoms. So we have some elements and their valency electrons. Lithium, its valency is 1. Potassium, 1. What does it mean by what's meaning by 1? 1, it means it lost electrons. It lost 1 electron during the chemical reaction. Okay? When you look at this table, you will see some elements like iron, copper, nitrogen have more than 1 valence. So when you look at the iron, for example, its valency 2 or 3. What is the meaning of this valency? It means that iron in the chemical reaction or during the chemical reaction lose 2 or 3 electrons. When the iron atom loses 2 electrons, it changes into ferrous iron. When it loses 3 atoms during the chemical reaction, it changes into ferric. Excellent. Ferric iron. Ion, okay, not atom. We have atomic group. What's the meaning of atomic group? Atomic group, from its meaning, is a set of atoms. What is the meaning of set of atoms? Group of atoms joined together. When joined together, they behave as one atom. They behave as one atom in the chemical reaction or during the chemical reaction. And this atomic group has a valency like any element. This atomic group can't exist lonely or solely, okay? Like what? Like hydroxide. Hydroxide is atomic group. Its symbol is OH minus 1. What's mean minus 1? Minus 1, it's valence 1. It's valency 1. Nitrate, NO3. Bicarbonate, HCO3. Ammonium, NH4. Nitrite, NO2. Sulfate, SO4 minus 2. It's valency 2. Carbonate, CO3 minus 2. Phosphate, PO4 minus 3. What about the chemical formula? When we talked about the compounds or the atomic group, we symbolize or we refer or represent these compounds with chemical symbols. and numbers, the chemical symbols and numbers. So the chemical formula is a formula represented by what? The chemical symbols and number of valency. Like what? Sodium carbonate. Carbonate is atomic group and sodium is element. When they combine to each other, they will form sodium carbonate, which is represented by Na2CO3. Copper carbonate, CuCO3. Sodium hydroxide. Sodium is the element. Hydroxide is atomic group. They combine to each other to form, excellent, NaOH. Magnesium hydroxide, MgOH by 2. This number 2 is the valency of magnesium. Aluminum sulfate, Al2SO4 by 3. 2 is the excellent, is the valency of the atomic group SO4, and 3 is the valency of the aluminum metal or aluminum element. Calcium sulfate, CaSO4. Sodium oxide, Na2O, and calcium oxide is CaO. All these compounds have different types. We have acids, we have bases, we have salts. So the chemical compound differ in their types. What's the difference between acids and bases, for example? Acids, they are materials which dissociate in water into what? Positive ion of hydrogen. So the positive ion of hydrogen causes what? The positive ion of hydrogen causes to change the litmus paper from blue into red. Okay? So acids are common in some of their properties, like what? They are sour taste and they change what? The color of litmus paper to red. Due to what? Excellent. Presence of the hydrogen ion, which results from their dissociation in water. We have an example or many examples of acids: hydrochloric acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, nitric acid, HNO3. Acids start with H hydrogen, okay? After that, bases, they are compounds which produce what? Excellent. Negative hydroxide ion. What's the meaning of hydroxide? OH minus, OH minus. So, when they dissolve it in water, they decompose or dissociate it, producing OH group, which causes change the litmus paper into blue. It changes the litmus paper into blue. Excellent. Like what? We have examples for bases compound, like what? Sodium hydroxide, NaOH, potassium hydroxide, KOH, and calcium hydroxide or lime water, COH by 2. So